All right, here we're going to talk about parallel and perpendicular lines. So if we consider two lines, they're going to be parallel when you have the same slope. So this is what they're going to look like. This first picture. And if you have perpendicular lines, they're going to be negative reciprocals of each other. And if you look at their pictures, they're going to be separated by a 90-degree angle. Okay, so let's say that line 1 is equal to 2 over 3, then line 2 is going to be equal to the negative reciprocal. So since this is positive, it turns negative, and you flip it. Okay, and if you were to multiply those, you should get -1. All right, so what we're going to be doing is, are the following lines parallel, perpendicular, or neither? So we're going to have to rely on our format, that is y equals mx plus b, our slope-intercept. So I'm going to convert both of these into slope-intercept. So I have 3x plus 7y equals 4. So I'm going to try to isolate the y. I'm going to subtract 3x. And then divide by 7. So I get y equals 4 over 7 minus 3 over 7x. Now remember what we talked about. The slope is the number in front of the x. So in this case, your slope is equal to -3 over 7. So now we're going to go ahead and find the slope of the other one. So 6x plus 14y equals 7. You're going to go ahead and isolate the y. So minus 6x minus 6x. Then divide by 14. Okay, and your slope is now going to be -6 over 14, which you could actually divide both of these by 2, and you get -3 over 7. So here's one of my slopes, here's my other slope. Since they are the same, these are parallel. All right, let's move on to the next one. So we have -x plus 3y equals 2, 2x plus 6y equals 5. So in both of these cases, they're not in y equals mx plus b. So again, our first step is to convert them into y equals mx plus b. So -x plus 3y equals 2. I'm going to go ahead and add x to the other side. And then I'm going to go ahead and divide by 3. And my slope is going to be 1 over 3. So that's my first one. And then my second one, 2x plus 6y equals 5. I'm going to subtract 2x on the other side. And then divide by 6, divided by 6, divided by 6. Y equals 5 over 6 minus 2 over 6x. And then again, the one that's in front of the x, that's my slope. And I could divide both of these by 2, so I get -1 over 3. So notice they're almost the same slope, but one of them is negative, but they're not negative reciprocals either, because if they were negative reciprocals, if I were to multiply them together, I should get 1, but I actually get -9. So it's actually neither. Alright, we're going to do one more. So determine if parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So first of all, if you notice the format of these two, they're already in y equals mx plus b. So they already saved us some time there. We don't have to isolate the y. We could just go ahead and figure out the slope. So the slope for this one is 1/3, because that's what's in front of the x. And the slope for this one is -3, because that's what's in front of the x. So they're not parallel because they're not the same, and they could be perpendicular. So you have 1/3. The negative reciprocal has to change, and then it would have to flip. So if you flip the 3 and the 1, you get 3/1. Okay, so yep, they're perpendicular. I just want to verify it. So if I multiply 1/3 times -3/1, I'm going to get -3/3, which is 1. So yes, they're perpendicular.